Welcome to the show. Who's up next? Sunday, 10 a.m. Yeah. We check. Big fella in the chair. King talk, big glare. Gorilla on me in the air. We all there. We all there. West Coast clock on 10. Pacific time we tap in. Best stories, best jams, real ones, not pretend. Welcome to the Who's Up Next show. Turn it up, let the whole block know. Big fella got the mic, it's a go. Gorilla Army in the building, say whoa. Highlights hitting like a straight right blow. Interviews heavy, every question on goal. If you really wanna see who gon' blow, tune in, this the Who's Up Next show. Lights on, cameras tight. New star born live on sight. Big fella ass once talk right. We talk grind, we talk fight. Came from nothing, now they shine. Clip that moment, freezing time. Run it back, headline every Sunday. Same time. Welcome to the Who's Up Next show. Turn it up, let the whole block know. Big fella got the mic, it's a go. Gorilla Army in the building, say whoa.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the Who's Up Next show. Oh man, it's another great Sunday. Man, it's hot. Nevada is hot as always. You know, the big fella, when I come in, there's always something to do, something we got to get to in the building or for the show, whether it's walking in and just making sure everything is on point and going in the right directions. Yeah. Hey, today's show is going to be I got a lot to talk about, but I also got things that I just want to get in. I want to get out. Excuse me. I want to let you guys go out and have a great Sunday. I personally just got back from Arizona, a trip down and back, 1-day trip. So, the big fella's tired as well. But yeah, between the heat and everything, I kept it short. I kept it a pretty functionally short show for today. Just to, some things I wanted to touch on, some information I wanted to make sure was put out there. We got a lot going on here at the Complete College Prospects and the Who's Up Next show here at Jungle Studios. Like I said, with all the studios that are now opening up on April 1st to be rented out, the photography, the videos, the YouTube channels, the whatever it is you got, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, we're doing it here at Complete College Prospects headquarters. So I want to make sure I'm mentioning all that stuff. But like I said, it was a long day yesterday, so I made sure the show was nice. I got some kids that we got the usuals with Mark Gibson, Kevin Moses. We don't have like a hit world or anything. What up, E-Money, or anything like that today. We just keeping it clean. There you go. We keeping it clean. Straight money, straight emotion, straight information, and we just gonna do what we got to do. All right, let's jump into it, man. Let's see. Hey, let's jump into the NCAA news because it's important. There's some big things happening, some good information out there. So I definitely want to make sure we're doing that. We're gonna jump into that real quick, and then we're just gonna get into everything. Let's get it.
Breaking now, spotlight on the stories they ain't told yet. Clock's ticking, turn it up, we're just getting started. Who's up next?
All right, man. NCAA news. I'm telling you right now, if you're NAIA, JUCO, JUCO is going to be all right. There's still going to be a steady stream from there going into the NCAA, but I'm telling you right now, the NCAA is planning to converge into one big conference, everybody included, and then instead of separating out the 1s, 2s, and 3s, there's some talk about that for the future, especially with television deals and everything like that. NAIA, it's a little bit different down there. You got to be careful. In the way that they do their credits and things like that, it can offset your ability to jump back into the NCAA. It can make it a little bit more complicated. So you need to definitely, if you got NAIA, you need to go into your counselor, make sure you're taking the right courses. Make sure every single course is transferable because those credits will cost you when it's time to be eligible at the NCAA level if you are not taking credits that can transfer. And there are quite a few NAIA courses that do not transfer up to 4-year colleges. So please be careful about that. Let's see. I definitely wanted to talk about. So, all right, man. Here we go. The majors can't get games. The mid majors can't get games when it comes to their, their seasons, whether it comes to their preseasons, because no one wants to play them. If we're being honest with you, the major conferences aren't playing the mid majors. They're not going to take any risk of taking an L or anything like that. It just isn't going to happen. And so these schools are finding it hard. They can get it's college, so everybody wants to play, better competition. Definitely when it's not in their conference, that's locked in. But they want to play better competition. The better your competition, the better your record, the better things start to look for you, the better outcomes you have when it comes to revenue, your ability to move up and down along the college spectrum. And what they're finding is they're being froze out. This is why I'm telling you, you guys should start being prepared for NCAA to be more of an all-inclusive, and then it's a certain level number of schools are at the top echelon, and bottom falls out, upper level of the bottom comes up and plays in. But these things is starting to affect March Madness. That's why you're not seeing any upsets. We're going to be talking about that in a second. This is where it is. So for you athletes, we're definitely going to discuss what your options are, but understand that the mid majors just aren't getting a chance to play the bigger schools because they do not want to play them, and they don't have to. There's no revenue in it. They know that their TV deals aren't gonna. They're not gonna have the viewership and different things like that. If it's a school they think they're gonna blow out, so that's why that is the way that it is. So there you go on that. Um, there you go. March Madness. The reason you're not seeing the Cinderella stories, there was a time when you would look, you might see a 28 seed beat a top 10 seed to move on in the first round. You're not going to see that anymore. And this is the new era of the NIL and players being able to transfer where they want to go to, things like that. I'm not going to say that it's an even playing field, right? Your school might not be big enough to today compete with the top schools because you don't have enough revenue, right? But if you slow build, put the right money in the right places, slow build, increase your NIL department at your school, things like that. These universities can easily get to a place where they could compete from a financial standpoint. Some of them could compete today if they just went out into their community, brought in some of the bigger companies that were willing to put together an NIL conglomerate in the school that was a part of the school, so they added to packages. So I don't. Yes, it's always great to see a major upset happen, and on any given day, that still can happen. It's just that you're not seeing those Cinderella stories right now. As we're creeping down to the 8, you're seeing it be basically the teams you thought would be there. Maybe a couple of upsets within the top 25, playing the top 25. But outside of that, you're not seeing anybody that just came out of nowhere, beat a school, and they're on their way. But that doesn't mean those things aren't going to happen. I get why people are complaining about it, but it's just the way that it is. Ole Miss, look, if you want your NIL money and you want to go down to Ole Miss, look, this is what states are doing. They're bringing in the Senate, their state houses and things like that, and doing things like this. Mississippi passed a law that said there will be no taxes on NIL money. So as an athlete, when you go down there, there's no state taxes on your NIL money. That could be a lot of money. Depending on what the state tax is, that could be a lot of money. And so Mississippi is smart. I don't understand, if I'm being honest, that's something that a lot of states, it's stuff like that that'll make you competitive. Because it's not just going to be for Ole Miss. That's going to be for every school there, Mississippi State, everybody. It's going to work in effect for every college in the state. Will be able to promote that they don't have state taxes on NIL money. So that's another big thing. There's a couple states that are doing that. Hold on, let's see. That's huge. It absolutely is. If you're a quarterback and you're making $2 million a year, that's a lot of money. that you're no longer paying in state taxes if you choose to go to Mississippi. So instead, this is what you get, right? So the state of Mississippi could say, we can't pay you the 2 million that Alabama could pay you, but we could pay you the 1.5 and you're not going to pay state taxes. Your state taxes on the 2 at Alabama is going to cost you where you're not even making the 1.5. You're going to have to pay federal, but you ain't going to have to pay state taxes on that. So that's a save, and it increases their ability to recruit quality kids to do what they do. The only reason I live in Las Vegas right now is no state tax. If I'm being honest, that's it. Like, there's no other benefit. There's absolutely no other benefit to living in Nevada than the fact that we don't have state taxes. If you're from you know what? I don't even have to worry about anybody saying anything because I haven't met anybody that's born and raised here that would disagree with that comment. That's just the facts. So there you go. That's what they're doing down in Mississippi. I love it. I hope more schools do it. I think it'll be a great thing. NCAA considers major change when it says that it could be great news for college football fans. The way that they want to go with this would essentially make the college football season longer by adding in a preseason. So it was put out there, a lot of these athletes that are about to go in the draft, they refuse to play bowl games. I think you saw Notre Dame this year say, nope, we're not playing in any bowl games, period, at all. But a lot of these players that are about to go into the draft, they're just not going to risk it. They're not risking their future to go play a bowl game. So what they want to do is either move bowl games to preseason, so you're based on your prior season, or they want to just make it where the college football season is longer by adding in a couple of preseason games prior to the season kicking off. So, and I'm not mad at that. It's gonna make it's more football for everybody to watch. It's more football for those alumni and college fans. And let's be honest, there's a lot of them. So there you go. That's the NCAA news. Oh, well, outside of, I'm always going, I'll throw that up later. That's the NCAA news. Like I said, there's some big things in there. I'm not mad at them. I like the way they're going. Again, if you are going JUCO or NAIA, most JUCOs, your transcripts your classes will transfer. But NAIA, they do things a little different. So please make sure that you are checking with your counselor. Listen, I'm gonna say this with all due respect, not your sports counselor. So not the football counselor for credits, not the basketball, wrestling, baseball. Don't talk. Go to the people that's their job. They're not connected to the program. They are connected to the school. They're going to give you the same advice that they would give any other student in the school. Over here on your academic advising, when it comes to for the program, even at the best schools, they're going to give you what they think is the best to get the best out of you for the program. So please go over, check with your academic advisor, see what transfers. If you got something that doesn't transfer, fix it. If you go back and look and you find that maybe over the last 2 years, you've taken some courses that aren't going to transfer, that will affect, you have to have a certain amount of credits at each level to be eligible to play. So when you're a freshman, obviously you don't have to have anything because you're coming in. But then when you're a sophomore, a junior, a senior, you have to have a certain amount of credits. Please don't get trapped anywhere. Go check this out. See where you are. If you got courses that you've already taken, they're not going to take a summer course. Replace it. Take a summer course. Be in front of where you need to be. Just because you're eligible down at the NAIA, if those courses don't translate up for the transfer, then you won't be eligible when it's time to try to bounce up to the NCAA. There you go. Hey, that's NCAA news. We're going to keep it pushing. I want to look, we've got some interviews coming up. We're always looking for interviews. We're actually actively right now reaching out. We've been going through and cleaning up all of our social media when it comes to followers. If you're not following us, we ain't following you. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in there, we're checking. If we're following you and you haven't followed us back or something, we just removing it so that we can have more followers, so we can do what we're supposed to do, right? Because with X, you have to There's a certain amount of followers. Even when you pay for your account, there's a certain amount of followers you can have. There's a ratio, right, between the amount of people that follow you and the amount of people you can follow. If we're following somebody that's not following us, then there's a kid that we need to be following for the show or for complete college prospects over at Tropium. They don't even put you on the like you can't get in a magazine unless you're a member of Complete College Prospects or you follow Tropium magazine. So like there's it's just being cleaned up. There has to be some accountability when it comes to if you want the exposure, then you can't be lazy about it, right? You can't be lazy about helping the ecosystem that helps you do what you do. And that's where it is. That's period. If we go through and we saw that you have your profile and then maybe one post and no more posts, we're removing you from us following you because there's no reason. You're not taking your business serious. And that's what this is. This is a business. You're a business, you're a corporation. You need to invest in your corporation, which means you need to post. You need to have video up. How are you an athlete? You have no highlight link and you have no highlight film on your social media. What is a coach supposed to do? So I just want to clarify. You're expecting a coach to look at you and say, oh, well, they look in their picture, their profile picture looks like they might be a great athlete. And then go searching for your information. That's not going to happen. I'm telling you that right now. That's a no. That's not going to happen. And so if it's not something coaches do, we won't do it. We want to keep a standard up, an NCAA standard up when it comes to Complete College Prospects. And to be honest, the Who's Up Next show, look, if you're not recruitable, there's really, what would be the point of us putting you on the show? There's another kid that's working their ass off that's recruitable and taking care of business that we need to get on the show. I could like you. I could like everything. You look like great. You got a great story. But if you don't, what's the point? Because what am I supposed to do on here? Tell a coach that, hey, I like the kid. I think you should. I don't know where their film is, but you should go hunt it down. They don't post anything on their social media. I don't really have a lot of things about them. I just saw a couple things about them. But because they don't have much on their social media, we're not going to do that. When Mark and Kevin send me your information for us to put you on the show, if we go look and we can't find your film, we used to hunt it down. We would do all of the legwork for you. It didn't matter. We go piece together this and this and this, clean it up and all this other stuff. We're not going to do that because you're not ready. It's not a punishment. You're just not ready yet. You're not ready to be seen by the people that need to see you. And we have to wait for you to be ready. We can't want for you to be ready. Because 9 times out of 10, if you ain't ready on your social media, you're not going to be ready for an interview on the show. You're not going to be prepared. And so that's where we are. Cool. I said I was going to play this. Hey, for everybody that went to Jersey Mike's on the 25th, thank you. If you went to Jersey Mike's on the 25th across the country, thank you. All of that money went to the Special Olympics. The entire 100% of all funds on the 25th went to the Special Olympics to support them for these summer games. So I thank you from the big fella. It's a straight shout out from Complete College Prospects. You know, we shouting you out. We're rocking with you. We super appreciate it. And I promise you that all those young men and women out there that are going to compete appreciate it as well. You did a great thing. Whether you meant to or not, you did a very good thing. And I super appreciate you. So I just wanted to make sure I shout that out. Let's talk about Notre Dame. I told you I'm going to play this every week for who knows how long because there's no reason to make another decision. There's not. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is how much I believe in it. I'm telling you right now, my son's about to do something. It's either going to work and it's going to work the way he wants it to, or he's going to Notre Dame. He's an adult. It's his finances. It's how much he makes in his household. So he's going, I'm telling you now, I'm gonna be like, yo, whether they offer it, walk on the situation, whatever you got to do, that's where you're going. Because you got your own household, it ain't gonna cost you nothing. This is why, because Notre Dame is doing the right thing.
The University of Notre Dame announced some big changes to its financial aid program on Wednesday. Families with an annual income below $150,000 will no longer have to pay tuition. In addition, families with an annual income below $200,000 will receive financial aid that covers half their tuition bill. The changes go into effect at the beginning of the 2026-2027 academic year.
They should be flooded with applications, period. If you're a 2026 athlete and you've got to go somewhere else, right? Or you don't have an answer, you don't have an offer, go to Notre Dame. Got the grades, go to Notre Dame. You might have the athletic ability, you just didn't get a chance to be seen, go to Notre Dame. I don't understand. I cannot possibly comprehend. If Notre Dame doesn't have, I don't know, 100,000 applications in this next upcoming year to choose from, then someone is insane. I don't want to hear, look, the next athlete to call me and say, I don't know what I should do, I'm not being seen, I'm going to start asking, the very first question I'm going to ask you is, did you apply to Notre Dame? I don't care how good you think you are. Did you apply to Notre Dame? And I get it. Most people aren't going to have this information because they either aren't connected to the right thing or they don't know or whatever. But if you watch this show, you come around Complete College Prospect, anything like that, talk to any of our people, you definitely are going to get that information. We're not playing about that. Notre Dame that's such a major move, such a class act that we're going to keep promoting that every week as well. Let's see. Hey man, we talked about the Special Olympics. We might as well. Let's bust the firm's commercial. We doing a lot with the firm. We about to clean up the firm too. We got some companies that's carrying their weight, and we got some companies that ain't been carrying their weight. But we got some other companies that want to get involved and want to be part of the firm. So we're gonna move some stuff around. Musical chairs, you know what I'm saying? There's some people that have been like really digging in, and we've seen all the growth for Complete College Prospect and their brands as well. And then there's some people that have literally not been doing the job. We're not going to call you out live. I would, but because this is, CCP business, I will not. But be checking those emails. That's all I got to tell you. Be checking those emails, the firm.
Yeah. This that firm talk. Complete College Prospect. Baby. From the bleachers, mama in the cold stands. Coach say grace first, you just want both plans. Books in the banners, cleats in the book bag. Whole city doubt it, we just let the proof brag. Huddle with the fam, they ain't know the process. We turn stress into maps, turned out into progress. They tryna tax you the dream, we ain't on that. One price, one time, stamp on the contract. One price, one time, that's the move. We never come up short, we come through. The firm on the grind for your future. We just here to make your dream come true. One price, one time, that's the move. High school to campus, that route true. The firm on the grind for your future. We just here to make your dream come true. Film in the laptop, stats in the email. Colleges tap in, we already pre-sale. Line up the visits, flights, talks, details. Teach you the lingo so you read all the fine scale. No games, no gimmicks. We straight with the blueprint. They play with your time. We sharpen your tools, then locker room prayers turn into dorm keys. From first down Fridays to cap and gown seats. One price, one time, that's the move. We never come up short, we come through. Never. The firm on the grind for your future. We just here to make your dream come true. One price, one time, that's the move. High school to campus, that route true. The firm on the grind for your future. We just here to make your dream come true. From the court to the field to the classroom, we gon' walk every step when the grad bloom. You ain't just a number on a stat sheet. You a first day freshman with a pack. One price, one time, that's the move. We never come up short.
Welcome back. It's the Who's Up Next show. That's the firm. Hey, listen, Complete College Prospect is special. It's a special thing, right? I'm gonna talk my stuff because we can. You can't beat the price. You can't beat the service. You you can't beat the product. And I don't care what brand it is out there. And we know that you all watch us. Like there is no question. Y'all know we bash like NCSA damn near every time we open our mouth as a corporation. And yet we know that y'all follow us because we can see you in our followers. You know what I'm saying? All the little ones too. We know who you're watching. The problem is all of our stuff is proprietary, right? So they can't mimic it. They can't go in and copy what we do. There's a webinar coming up that I'm going to host next month to give everybody a behind the scenes look at everything that's going over at Complete College Prospect, the website, everything like that. And we're good. Like you got to fill out a form that gets you admitted. So it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You should come get the information. And for you companies out there that are watching, you could come too. We're never afraid to show even our competitors what we do, because we know we just do too much. We're here for the kids, right? We don't just deal with the athletes. We're not like 24/7 that only does football and basketball and forgets about you wrestlers, you track athletes, you softball and baseball athletes, you volleyball athletes. We don't do that. We're not like Rivals, same thing. We're not like some of the other brands that you go and create your profile and then they expect you to upload everything and then they do nothing. We don't do that. And we can say that because we know that we're ready for you. So we're cool if you want to come watch it too. Because at the end of the day, the thing is to make sure that every athlete gets a great product. I'm tired of the the sad stories from families that it's sob stories. We've been saying this for like 6 years now, about don't use these brands. You should come see CCP. So yes, we're tired of the sob stories from the parents that go spend $2,500, $3,000. You know what it is and where you pay it at. Y'all pay this price because they're attached to this other brand and you think that something big is going to happen for your kid. And then when it doesn't, you blame the company, but the company isn't. Like, if I'm being honest, they're not lying about their product. They're not. They're absolutely not lying about their product. They tell you what you're going to do. It's right there. It says how you're going to do it, what's going to happen. They're not actually promising you anything. You're reading into it. When they call or whatever connection, you read into what they're saying, and then what you're hearing is, well, if I do this and I pay this, it's going to be this. So I would never call them a company that lies to people. I would never say that, because it's all right there. 24/7 by CBS, they don't lie to you either. It's very clear. Like, if you go look, it'll tell you, like, they rate twice a year. You got to get connected in with, like, it's random, super random, but you better know somebody. You better know one of their reps or something like that for it to happen. But it is there. If you go look for it, it's there. It does clearly state that if you get rated by one of the other brands, that is part of their little trinity, you're going to get rated by them as well. If you get offered by a major school, a major university, they're automatically going to give you at least 3 stars. As we were going through and removing athletes that didn't go on to college or whatever it is that they didn't do, because we stay with you as long as you're doing your thing, right? You'll be amazed at how many 3, 4, and 5-star athletes actually didn't even end up going to college for whatever reason, grades, trouble, whatever the reason. The offers didn't happen, things like that. And that's because everybody that gets them over at these other places isn't necessarily deserving of them. The reason that it's hard to argue with Complete College Prospects, and I like I told you, the show's going to be short, but it's going to be solid in the information, is because, we had a parent that said, my kid doesn't get a lot of playing time, but when he's in, he's a great defender. He does this, he does that. How do you guys rate the athletes? Because if you guys just rate on his athletic ability and his film, he probably won't get a high rating. And we told this father that we take the entire person into count when it comes to the rating. There is 3 categories. There is your athletic ability, your NIL readiness, your college readiness. You get individual scores, and then you get a combination score, which is your final CCP score, that encompasses, are you ready for everything that's coming your way? Are you ready for the show? And that's why our athletes that end up rated at a higher level all end up going to college, because they're actually college ready. It's in the name, complete college prospects, not just athletically talented prospect. Might go to the NBA, NFL, you know what I'm saying, Major League Soccer or Major League Baseball. Like, no, it's not that. Complete college prospect. They're ready for everything. They're ready for the lifestyle shift. And that's how we rate athletes, right? The reason the other companies don't do that is because you don't know how much time and effort it takes to actually take all of that into account for each athlete. That actually involves work. So, and again, they're not, they tell you up front. So I'm not knocking them. They don't do bad business. I'm just telling you it's 50-50 in the blame. They don't have a superior product, and the people that keep doing it are in a rush and not paying attention, not reading the fine print. So there you go. But I will put that up. I think it's like April 18th or something like that. I will say it on one of these shows, and you could go catch it at, I think I got it up on the Who's Up Next Shows X page. I know Complete College Prospect has it up over there. There could be 1,000 people in this webinar. So jump in, come see what all the talk is about. Let's keep it pushing. I'm at it today, man. Oh, wait a minute. No. So the big fella has an announcement. Currently, there are auditions going on for my kids show. It's called the Chaos Club. Soundtrack is being done for them. Their theme song is done. I got some videos yesterday. I'm not necessarily sure that instructions were followed, but we're gonna fix that. Because I want to make sure everybody gets the best shot at making the Chaos Club. But there, you know, if you're out there, you could go see it. It's Chaos Club 26 everywhere: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and everywhere else, to be honest. But they will be, the first show will run at the end of next month. You will see promos on this show for them as each of the actors are cast for the show. You will see them. I think you guys will enjoy it. You know, I'm full support of it. This is what I mean. So at Complete College Prospect, under the umbrella, we come up with these ideas of things to help everything. So every one of these kids are either a dancer or an athlete, or they could be a student, whatever it is to help you get to where you're trying to go. It's what we mean. Like, right? We encompass everything. Complete College Prospects doesn't just mean that you're an athlete. It means that you're a student, and you can just be a student. You could be into tech or whatever else, and we encompass this whole thing. So we're banging it out. But this one's my baby. So we got the Who's Up Next show. It's powered by Complete College Prospect, but yeah, we running that thing, right? So Chaos Club is coming. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be fun. And yeah, man. Yeah. So look forward to that. Let's go. You know what? Bam. I told you we're gonna run everything twice, right? What I just played for those that listen to the show, don't watch the show, was something that was sent to me, and it was a good point, right? It said that your death will come on an ordinary day in the middle of plans, when things just are unfinished. So why are you working so hard to finish things? We don't have control over when it's over, right? As an athlete, you hope that your career will be forever. You hope that it will be long, but you have no idea when it will be over. It's the same with life. It's the same with love. It's the same with being a parent. I mean, you actually know, no, you don't. As a parent, you don't even know when being a parent will be over, right? Because you've seen me have to eulogize athletes on this show. But it also could be as far as your kid graduating and moving out, and then they just never need a parent again. It happens, you know. We don't know. We don't know when friendships end. We don't know when jobs end. You don't have control over any of that. What you have control over is what you do and how you live. How you do as an athlete, do you give your all every time, every practice? Do you give your as a student, are you active in class? Are you doing more? You're not just doing the assignments, you're doing the extras, right? You're doing the extras because you love to learn. If you're an athlete, are you doing the extra because you want to be something? You want to make something of yourself. If it's a marriage or love, are you doing the extras because you want to be the best at what you do? You want to make you as a parent, you want to, are you doing going above and beyond as a parent? Or are you just doing the basics? Are you just doing the things that get the job done, but nothing to be exceptional at it? Don't worry about time. Understand that you don't have a lot of it. Even if you max out, you don't have a lot of it. But let's assume that whatever you do today might be the last thing you do. So if today is it, right? Here's the challenge. If today is it, go out in your day. I don't know what it's going to be. It might just be hanging out with friends and family or whoever. Treat it the way you would treat it if you knew you didn't have tomorrow. And when you wake up tomorrow, do it again. Don't try to change as a whole. Just one day at a time. Stack days. It's what we always tell athletes when they're practicing. Stack practices. One good practice and another good practice means you're a starter. You just keep stacking them. Those good days, you keep stacking them. If you're trying to lose weight or get a better body, you're worried that you ain't gonna go to the gym every day. Don't worry about going to the gym every day. Go to the gym today. And then stack days. And if you miss a day, don't worry about that day. Go the next day and start stacking all over again until finally it becomes a habit. So my challenge for everybody that watches or listens to the show is I want you to treat today, this Sunday, right? This Sunday, March 29th, I want you to treat as if today is it. You don't know that there's going to be a tomorrow. If you wake up tomorrow, absolutely great. There's a whole bunch of people that are not going to wake up tomorrow. You understand? We play the lottery every single night. Every night that you close your eyes, you've gambled. And it's whether or not your lottery ticket is called for the next morning. So I want you to treat it as if you bought a lottery ticket and you've got to live the hell out of today. If you got games today, go out there and be the best player you can be today. If you're a parent and you're going to go watch your kid play, or you guys are just hanging out, go be the best parent that you can be today. And if your ticket is the lucky one and you wake up tomorrow, do it again. Let's see how many of those we can get between now and next Sunday. Not where we just wake up and live the day like any other day, but we live that day as if it was the very last day. I promise you, you will find that there are phone calls you will not answer. There are places you won't go to eat. There are people that you will not talk to. There are things that you will not give time to. There are arguments that on any other day you would have argued, you'll be like, yeah, no, I'm good. You athletes, there are that little bit of extra hustle that you're like, man, I don't know, I ain't feeling it today. You won't feel that way. That's my challenge. That's the big fella's challenge to the Army. Live today, just today, as if you don't have a tomorrow. Let me know next Sunday how many of those we stack. I'm gonna take the challenge myself. The big fella coasts sometimes. There's sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I don't know. But I'm not gonna do that this week. I'm gonna get up and make every day. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see how it plays out. And I'm gonna tell you how it went for me. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I always do, right? I'm gonna say how many days I stacked. If I missed a day, I'm gonna tell y'all. If I got 5, I'm gonna tell y'all I got 5. If I got 1, I'm gonna say I got 1. But I promise you that I'm going to try it too. So I hope that you do as well. All right, let's go. Special Olympics.
Yeah. We up. Who's up next? They up. Let's go. Hey. Early bus, late shoe, new flame, name tag hanging like a gold chain. Hey. Mama in the stand, got her both fans raised. Coach yelling out, this your big game. Wheelchair, track spikes, high hope, Rams, lanes, bright paint, white smoke, whole world say can. They say watch this, turn every doubt to a target, they drop quick. Who's up next? Who's up next? Whole crowd on their feet, that's respect. Every lane, every court, every rep, we don't fold, we flex. This is our time, yeah, this our set. Special hearts, heavy metals on the chest. We don't guess, we say it with our chest. Who's up next? Who's up next? We up, yeah. Handshake, fist bump, same dream. Different path, same fight, same team. Got a runner in blaze, got a hooper on wheels, got a swimmer on the blocks, chasing real feels. Camera lights, blue shirts say who's up. Big screen, show the grind, not the luck. Every try, every fall, they would stand tall. Turn too small, do I want it all?
Welcome back to the Who's Up Next show. That's the Special Olympics. Again, you know how that partnership feels for me. And if you went and got you a sandwich or a side at Jersey Mike's on the 25th, again, thank you. These are the young athletes that you guys are supporting, the organization that you're supporting, and they gave 100% of all money. They gave up every dime they made for the day. Went to the Special Olympics. Super proud of it. And if you went, super proud of you as well. All right, man, let's go. When this was sent to me, I listened to it. I let it sink in. I listened to it again. It's facts. It's facts. There's a bunch of athletes, professionals that either retired or left early or whatever. There was a big conversation about what do you do after, how unexpected it was when it happened. What was the frame of thought while you were going through it. And it was interesting to hear how people felt and for how many people felt like it was just over, right? Even though everyone was young. And that's how it plays out for the majority. This was a very, very good thing. When you truly think about the fact that you think that if you mess up early, there's not a second chapter. I know two people that did everything the way they wanted to do it, retired when they were 50, and feel like they were ahead of the game. They were ahead of the game for them. That doesn't mean they're ahead of the game for you, right? Doesn't mean if you mess up the 30, mess up to you 40 or to you 50 or to your whatever, it's too late. Colonel Sanders was 60 before KFC popped off. Just telling you right now. You know what I'm saying? The McDonald's brothers was just circling the drain until the guy came along, and he was at the end of his other real career when he took over McDonald's and turned it into a land juggernaut, right? Samuel L. Jackson was, I think, in his 40s when he finally got his first acting gig. The one that really set it off, because he was in Coming to America, that was nothing. But then he was in another movie in the mid 90s, and that really set off his career. He was in his 40s. So I thought this was important for people to hear.
I wish you knew that you could do nothing right, literally make every wrong decision for the next 19 years of your life, live a tired other life, and still be young as fuck to go and win. You could spend the next 40 years of your life being super wrong, and then at 59, figure it out and have a 10-year run that made you right. Life is sports. Just because you're losing at halftime doesn't mean it's over. You know how many 50, 60-year-olds are here thinking they're wrapping it up when they're gonna live another 40 fucking years? The fuck are you wrapping up? You understand?
Yeah.
The fuck are you thinking about at 19? Don't do shit.
It's a fact. It's a fact. Those two 50-year-old, well, one's older than that, but those two that retired when they were 50, one is well, right? They'll live financially correct for the rest of their life, but they're not like Colonel Sanders type of money. You know what I'm saying? Samuel L. Jackson type of money. Martha Stewart, it took a minute. You know what I'm saying? They're not. There was this one older lady that was a man. I watched her show about her life. She used to be the cooking lady way back in the day, and she was from like the UK or something like that. Look, you don't know when it's going to happen. You got keep doing it, but he's right. You can mess up. You can mess up over and over and over again. The only thing that matters is that you get up, that you reset, and you do it again. Because if you do that, then you're increasing the odds. Look, if they say it's 1 in a million that you're going to let's take athletes. If they say it's 1 in a million, right? Julia Child, that's the lady that wasn't until she was older became uber famous on PBS doing her thing, and she was older by the time it all popped off for her. But look, you can, as an athlete, when you start playing sports, it's 1 in a million that you're going to become a professional athlete. The second year you play, it's no longer 1 in a million, because there are some people that were there your first year that are no longer playing. So your third year is no longer 1 in a million. Your fourth year is no longer 1 in a million. See what I'm saying? Every time you get up and you do it again, every time you build in repetition, consistency, every time you do that, you increase the odds of the success that needs to be done. When Complete College Prospects started with this group of people just sitting there having this conversation about what's needed for these athletes, I go back and I look at the early days and I'm like, damn, the product wasn't great. Like the product in the beginning, and we thought it was great. If you sat there and talked with everyone that was involved in the beginning, it was still better than what everybody else is doing. But we thought that product was the best that was possible. We didn't understand the assignment. We weren't stacking days. I go back and look at messages between the company and athletes or parents, and I'm like, what the hell? I go back and look at the thoroughness of the product, and I'm like, what the hell? And it was the same for Triumph Magazine. When you go look at their first edition, that's trash compared. It is a world-class magazine today. Go back and look at the first episodes of the Who's Up Next show. I don't know how we did it in an hour. 2 people in an hour with an engineer working, you know what I'm saying, and everything else. We did it in an hour, and there was no information. Nothing came out. Nothing of value went out into the universe to help someone do something or to increase anything. Nothing happened. But you know what happened? Went back to the drawing board, reinvented everything. Went back to the drawing board again when that wasn't good enough, reinvented everything. Went back to the drawing board, and then sometimes that involved people no longer being with the brand. Sometimes that's what's necessary to change. So you can mess up over and over again and then figure it out. The Who's Up Next show is a banger. We have some of the best interviews. We have some of the best writers out there looking for people and doing things. The big fella comes in here and handles business. We make sure that when you leave here, you have information about everything. Life, mental health, love, school, sports, doesn't matter. You leave here with you've grown when you leave this show. It's a full-on production. That's not what it was like in the beginning. Complete College, get out. You need to be at the webinar. I think it's the 18th. You need to be there. You'll see. If you've ever had a chance to see that, when everybody can see everything on the website, and you get a chance to see what it looks like today, when you get a chance to see the simulators today, and the detail today, and the information today, and all the things that help you. I went into our own company to go get some scholarships, put my son in for some scholarships to go to some schools he want to go to. I don't know why we didn't before, to assist with whatever he want to do. It's a banger. So you could do that too. If you had a bad season, so what? Don't quit. Get up, do it again. You fail a test in school, so what? Get up, fix it on the next one. But stack the homework days up until the next test. Don't wait for the next test. Stack the homework days up. You didn't go D1, so what? Stack the days at the JUCO. Stack the days at the NAIA. Stack the days. That's what matters. You must stack the days. My middle brother didn't even go to school. No scholarships. Dope ass athlete. No scholarships. Went to a community college to go to school, get his grades up because they weren't appropriate because he had a learning disability. So no sports. And while he was there, he was in the weight room every day. He was studying film every day. He was killing his work every day. And then contacted coaches. And this is when there wasn't all this, there wasn't cell phones, and you didn't get to just put your film up. You didn't have huddle. You didn't have all that. Contact with all coaches. You had to put some damn work in to get to these coaches. And he still made it to the NFL. So don't tell me that because you didn't come out of school going D1, you can't make it. Don't tell me because you didn't get any offers coming right out, you can't make it. The only thing that's stopping you from making it is how much are you willing to sacrifice? I just had a phone call with a parent 2 weeks ago, and the parent told me, look, if my son's a great athlete in this state, the stats bear it out. They keep giving him awards. He doesn't have the right, all his friends, these different people he's competing against are going D1. But he doesn't have those offers. Those fell off. We don't know why. He didn't have a great year at the school that he transferred to. And so the offers he have, they're partial, and they want us to pay $15,000, or they want him to take out a loan for $20,000. Our daughter didn't have to take out loans because she could go to school for free here, and so can he. He just won't play sports. We hate to see his future go away, but we don't want him to have loans. If you ain't willing to gamble on yourself, who's gambling on you? If you're not willing to gamble on yourself, listen to me. The dude that started Subway did that in his first year of his freshman year of college. He saw that there was nowhere to eat in the community of his college. Went and borrowed $2,000 from his dad. That's a loan. He wouldn't have got that. I'm dropping out of school. I want to open a sub shop. His dad said, you're willing to give it all up. He did. You can look this stuff up. All the big fella does is watch documentaries. You can't be in business if I'm in business and I'm not watching documentaries on Steve Jobs and everybody else, I'm not doing my research. Why do you think the company is so damn good now? Because I've seen where our peers were. I could have told you how to be an athlete easy. But when it came to being a businessman and going to the business side, I had to go to school. I spent the last 10, 12 years in school, the school of learning, trial and error. Now it's perfect. Now it's right. Now it's up. There's no debate. There's no room I can't be in. The dude for Subway gave up school and everything else, balled that $2,000, and now you have Subway. Do you understand? If you're not willing to go take a loan to go to school to gamble on yourself for 1 year, you might not have got the offer you wanted. If you get a preferred walk-on, why wouldn't you do it? I'd rather go over here because at least I'm going to play over there. I'll still be a walk-on. So what? Gamble. Gamble on yourself. You out of school, you're not getting what you want. I just went and watched some kids yesterday that are on a school that has way too many damn players because NAIA is insane, has way too many players. And most of those players understand that they should leave. There's 30 people in your position. You're probably not starting on this team. You need to leave right now. I don't care what the situation, and go gamble on yourself somewhere else. But they won't. They'll stay there because they're scared. There are a lot of people that have been at the same damn job. Some of you athletes that watch this show, your parents, go ask them, do they love their job? The majority of you are going to find out they hate that thing. They go there because they know that paycheck going to be there on Friday, but they hate it. They know it because it puts food. They go because it's going to put food on the plate, on the table so they can feed you. It's going to help pay for the things that you're trying to do. They're sacrificing their love to help you get where you're trying to go, but they hate it. And they go spend 20, 30, 40 years doing a damn thing they hate when they should gamble. Save a little bit and gamble. Take a little bit of PTO to go look for something else. on your vacation, go find something else. But people don't gamble on themselves. They'll go out and gamble on anybody else. They'll bet on the Super Bowl, NBA Finals. They'll bet on whatever, right? Bet on the game, bet on who knows. But they won't gamble on themselves. You got to be willing to gamble on yourself and lose everything. It's the only way to get to success. Anybody that tells you anything different doesn't know what they're talking about. Most people with a successful business have tried 10, 15 other businesses that failed before they got to the one that was successful. And that's how it is for athletes. Year one, they sucked. Every athlete. Don't let nobody tell you anything. Nobody was good at first. My son sucked. Like my son sucked. He ran on his toes. He used to piss me off. You know what I'm saying? Had me thinking some thoughts that I probably shouldn't have thought, but I was like, yo, I hate the way you run. You're getting you a running coach because I can't stand it. It make me want to kill somebody out here. You know what I'm saying? You can't go fast on your like floating. You can't do that. But then he put in the next year. And 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 he's a monster. He's a monster. Every year that he couldn't do something, he reinvented it so that he could do that and now do more. And I expect that of all of you. And that's why I played that. When someone said, I told you, I never know who the message is for. I know that people send me things, but once I see it and I know, then I lock in and we do what we do. Hey, look, man, you like the show? You know what to do. Hit the button, subscribe to the show. Don't be greedy. Share with your friends. We always say it. We always do it. It is what it is. Let's go Watchtower. Kevin Moses. Some great athletes in here.
Yeah. Who's up next? Tell me who's up next now. Put up to the set like low, hard jump. Name up on the board, one shot, big stunt. From the Watchtower view, I see them all lined up. Diamonds in the dust, to the right one shined up. They say, Kevin Moses, you a long shot kid. How they chant that name every time that I skip. This don't miss, wrist locked in. Hit after hit, yeah, I live that script. From the Watchtower, I keep on finding those diamonds in the rough still shining. Kevin Moses, just don't miss. Keep shining, young star like this. From the Watchtower, I keep on finding little sparks that the world still blinded. Kevin Moses, just don't miss. Keep shining, young star like this. Hey, phones in the crowd and stay cool, still sway. Grandma in the kitchen, same groove, same gates. And baby, if it glow, they gon' feel that flame. So I drop one song, whole block know my name. I done caught a show just to catch my wave. Every underdog dream that I cried to save. I see one kid, notebook, head down, shy. I tell him, look up, that's your name in the sky. From the Watchtower, I keep on finding those diamonds in the rough still shining. Kevin Moses, just don't miss. Keep shining, I'm star like this. From the Watchtower, I keep on finding little sparks that the world still blinding. Kevin Moses, just don't miss. Keep shining, I'm star like this. Hands up high if you feel that fire. Keep shining, young star. One time for the late night rider. From the wide side. Every new turn to one, you're high. Stay bright, go high. Every rough stone turn to sapphire. From the Watchtower, I keep on finding those diamonds in the rough still shining. Kevin Moses, just don't miss. Keep shining, I'm star like this. From the Watchtower, I keep on finding little sparks that the world still blinding. Kevin Moses, just don't miss. Keep shining, I'm star like this. Keep shining, I'm star like this.
Welcome back. It's the Who's Up Next show. It's your boy, the big fella. We're having serious conversations today on this beautiful Sunday morning. To go along with that conversation that we were just having about, fixing things, doing things better, restacking those days. I mean, there's a kid out there, Champ. Hey, man, years ago when the ball got dropped with you and you were unseen, I happened to go back and look at some of the messages between you and one of the partners. And they really dropped the ball with helping you back then, man. I'm happy that you still you got to climb, but I'm happy that you're still in the hunt. Since I took over everything, that doesn't happen anymore. So even though you're in college, bro, hit me up. Hit me up. Put the full force of Complete College Prospect behind you, and let's get you out of where you are, man. and get you on up that ladder because your talent is insane. This kid was #1 in scoring in his state for basketball. The #2 guy went D1. The #3 guy went D1, and somehow the #1 guy ended up going to a JUCO. That should never have happened. So, champ, you know who you are. There's a lot of champs out there, but I know this kid watches the show, and I know you do your thing. Brother, hit me up. Catch me on the Who's Up Next 23, and I got you. I got you, my guy. And let's get the brand out, man. Champs, that dude is a solid basketball player. Let's fix where the ball was dropped, man. It's a different day, man. It's a different day. And to all the investors that invested in Complete College Prospect, this our year, man. This our year. The big fella has this thing figured out. I got the whole team on board going in the right direction. And this is that time when your investment pays off. We've helped over 1,200 kids go to college, and it's just that time. I got plans that make this thing click, and I just think 26 is that year to bring everybody together, the whole team underneath, and everything else. I think we're just rocking in the right direction. Everybody's full steam ahead. So for those, speaking of when I told you guys before about parents and other people investing, look, man, in you or those brands that are solid today, for the investors for Complete College Prospect, look, we locked in, we loaded. This thing is moving in a direction, in a positive direction. And I just think 26 is going to be that year. Plus, I'm going to kill myself doing it, make sure we all come out all right. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's see.
What's a question that's not asked enough that you feel like dad should ask you? Like if you were to ask yourself a question about the 3 kids, what would it be? Like what's a question that people don't ask, you think?
Question is, how'd you do it? But the most important thing is, it's up to mom and dad. It's not up to the kid. I'm not going to name names, but one of your buddies, and his dad is my friend, his son should have went to the NFL. He didn't. His dad was a great NFL player. His dad made it on his own. No one helped his dad. So his dad has a son. He thinks, well, no one helped me. Do it yourself. You got to really want it. No. The rule is you as a mom and dad have to help your kids. If you don't help your kids get a scholarship, that coach is not going to get your son a scholarship. Don't listen to them when they tell you that. I got them scholarships for y'all, right? Mm-hmm. But guess what? All the coaches said they did, but they don't. They don't get them scholarships. Mom and dad got to get them scholarships. There's no such thing as lazy kids. Like you said earlier, it's only lazy parents.
Hey, man, I'm a big St. Brown fan. I've been following this family way back before social media. I'm trying to think it was just YouTube, and he used to post these boys on there talking about, hey, my boy's going to make it, and they were little. And I used to be like, man, I love this guy right here. And he had...
Hey, listen, I agree with that. Parents, I always say it takes a village. It's the truth. If you just had to get down to the bare facts about how to become a professional athlete, me and my brothers, we did it on our own as far as we didn't have any parental help, but we didn't. We used to feel like we did, but we didn't because we understand now that it was our village. It was everything from teachers that rocked with us to security that rocked with us at schools, to principals, to coaches, to athletic directors, to other kids' parents. If I'm being honest with you, my family, we couldn't afford anything, especially on my basketball side. On the basketball side, I had parents that we had team shoes. We couldn't do that. They did it. I was just talking to my brother like a week ago, and my middle brother, and I was like, bro, do you ever remember us paying for sports? And he was like, nah. Me and him and another former teammate of his was talking about that same conversation like a month ahead of time. And it was like all this money that everybody pays. We never paid for sports, which meant somebody was paying. We were talented as hell, but it meant someone else was paying for it though. And so those people deserve credit for everything we ever did because it was a village. And so parents, kids can't make it without you. They might believe that they can, but they just can't. You're the first person to believe in them and do what you got to do. Look, man, I'm telling you right now. If I hit a snag and I had to make a call, because CCP needed something, my in-laws have never been like, nah. They'll be like, all right, we got you. We're going to do this or do this. You make sure this thing works. You make sure this thing is successful. It just doesn't work like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is. Parents, and you never know, like you never know how long it is. You know what I'm saying? My brother-in-law, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's what it is. Like our parents rock out. You know what I'm saying? If we ever find ourselves in a bind for whatever reasons, they come through until we could get it all figured out. You know what I'm saying? And fix whatever the scenario is, or like they never let us fall, period. They just don't. And the family is stronger because of it. And so I would tell you that that's what you need to do. You've got to be that person to that set of people to help your kids stop it. Like stop when you say, hey, like it's just a game. It's not. It's everything to them. It might seem like just a game to you, but it's everything to them. And so invest in that. I don't care if it's standing there at practice and passing the ball back and forth to your kid, or getting rebounds so that your kid can just make as many shots as possible, or going out and holding a stopwatch or your phone to see how fast they are, what they do in a certain amount of time. Like whatever it is, you've got to do it. You've just got to do it. I'm telling you, man, the big fella, look, I'm not in need of no vitamin D, not from the sun. I can do that on a pill. The big fella get dark fast, like dark. You know what I'm saying? If I'm out in the sun, but I was out in the sun every day for my son. Every single day. Hours. 115, we out there. I'm hating life, but we out there. I'm standing in a tunnel, but we out there. You know what I'm saying? While we just trying to make sure that this thing go where it's got to go, that he gets what he needs to get. The support system. Same thing. My in-laws, whatever that kid need, you know what I'm saying? If we ain't there and we don't do it, they there, they doing it. It doesn't matter. It's a big ass team effort. But parents, y'all got to come through. Stop dropping your kids off like practice is the babysitter, because it's not. Stay there for a little bit. If you got errands to run, that's cool, but make sure you stay there at some point so they can see you, because when they see you there, they go harder. I promise you, if you think I'm playing, ask the coaches. Whenever you're there, they just do that much better. Just telling you.
What's the difference between the guys who are elite and the guys that are world champions? And he said it's the world champions that are prepared to do the most boring work with the least amount of complaining. Preparedness to accept, no matter how good I get at this thing, I will always have to do boring shit. And that's not a bug, it's a feature. And not only is it a feature, it's a source of competitive advantage, because as things get more salubrious, as you raise up through the ranks, other people will have the same thought that you do, which is, I shouldn't need to do this shit anymore. So if you can continue to lean into the stuff that you did at the start, at the end, that's where the competitive advantage lies.
Listen, it's so true. Remember earlier when I was talking about complete college prospects and how I looked at the beginning? It's funny, when I used to come into the Who's Up Next show, I'd be like, look, I'm the talent. Y'all just tell me where y'all need me, what I need to say. I'm good. The show was terrible. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't being ran correctly. It wasn't anything, right? I had to get in here and take over everything and do every minor job. And I could get an engineer, right? I could get somebody to come in and like do the thing. But I'm obsessed with everything being great and everything being put on correctly. I promise you, Kev, look, I love Kev, but Kev will be the first one to tell y'all. He used to send athletes, and then he'll send messages to the team and be like, yo, I sent this athlete and this athlete and this athlete. They wasn't on the video. This didn't happen. Why didn't you do this? You forgot about this person. And now it's clockwork. Everything fires the way it's supposed to in whatever it is. You got athletes that there was a time when there was like 400 athletes waiting in the queue to get rated and all kinds of stuff because everything was going behind. But then, you know, I understood, right? Like once I became a student of what it means to, one, be a businessman, the business got better. Not be an athlete that's just doing business, but to take over things and be like, okay, great, I'm in charge. this is a businessman. I'm gonna do businessman things, and I'm gonna make businessman decisions, and I'm gonna watch things and learn things to readdress and move the athlete to the side and put the businessman in first, right? Once I did those things and started doing all the jobs, as people start to come to work for Complete College Prospect, there's no job that's been done here that I haven't done. And I mean that. That's down to cleaning the office. There's no job that I will not have done and be more than willing to do. So then no one will ever be able to tell me that I don't know what they're going through or I'm asking them to do something. That's how it has to be with you. If you want to be successful, you want to be great at what you do, you want to build a great product, you have to learn every bit of it. You can't just rely on your coaches and your trainers. You got to slowly start becoming a coach and a trainer yourself so that you see what you do differently. That's why I tell you, you don't have to have been an athlete to be a great coach. You can just be a great student of the game, whatever it is. I don't care what it is, pickleball, whatever. As long as you're a great student of the game, you could be an outstanding, legendary coach because you've now shown the game respect. I used to give, I thought influencers were nonsense. And so I didn't understand that having a show meant that you are now an influencer. You're now out here doing things. You're influencing people's lives. And so then I was like, damn, okay, cool. Now I get it. So then I understood, like, you can't just randomly post on social media. It's a job. You got to schedule your post. There should be 6-7 posts scheduled on each of your social media per day, just scheduled. You sat down and put in an 8-hour day of just scheduling posts to automatically go out, and it's a consistent thing. That's a mundane job. But that mundane job turns people into followers. What you have to say becomes important. The people you say it to become more responsive to what you're saying. When I talk to a senator or an athletic, a high school athletic association or a principal or a coach, it holds more weight because it's not just an athlete talking. It's someone who went and looked and said, oh, okay, this is how it works in your school district. This is how it works in your state. This is how it works among your constituents. This is how it works on your program. So I talk to everyone from a place of understanding them and what they're doing and how it is for them. That's a mundane ass job, but it has to be done. And that's why we're seeing the growth that we're seeing, the partnerships that we're seeing as a corporation, the Who's Up Next show doing the things they're doing. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to me and my show, I'm rocking and rolling because that's it. That's how the kids show came about. You got to do the mundane things. So if you're a student, you got to hit those books. If you're a coach, you got to hit those books, YouTube, whatever it is, you got to do those things. Period. The mundane is important. Parents, tell your kids you love them. Some of you don't understand that you might not have said it in so long because you just assume you've said it or that they know. Trust me, I know. My mom never told us she loved us till we were in our 20s. That's the one thing you can ask my mom, and she'll blatantly tell you she thought she had done it. She felt like we knew, but then she remembered she didn't do it till we were in our 20s. Tell your kids you love them. Don't miss that opportunity. Don't miss it. Don't assume it's being done or they know. It's the mundane things. I'm just being real. It's the little things. That's part of that. Treat today as if it was the last day. It doesn't have to be big. Do the mundane things. Let's keep this thing moving.
What's the difference between the guys who...
We already did that. Oh, Coast to Coast, Mark Gibson. Let's bang.
Yeah. From the baseline to the logo. You know the name. Mark Gibson, go coast to coast, coast to coast. If you got skill, he'll find it out. Day after day, that's the Gibson way. Blowing the mains on the Who's Up Next show. Mark Gibson, go coast to coast, coast to coast. If you got heart, then let it show. Day after day, that's the Gibson way. If you got diamond, he gon' know. to the packed out stands. If you hustle on the hardwood, he got eyes on the lane. From the east side jails to the west side court, seeking nothing, never sitting like a highlight sport. Spin move, step back, crowd go nuts. He already seen the tape, he don't lead no lut. If he running in the dark, running extra drills, he gon' pull up, sit back, say I like that skill. Mark Gibson go coast to coast, coast to coast. If you got skill, he'll find it out. Day after day, that's the Gibson way, blowing them names on the who's on the next show. Mark Gibson go coast to coast, coast to coast. If you got heart, then let it show. Let it show. Day after day, that's the Gibson way. If you got Damien.
Second lap at 24:50, and now Lupton House is lurking, as they say, as he goes up high. McKeever on the inside, and the youngster comes into the main straightaway, and the 17-year-old will take the victory in 1:14.15. And that is a new world under 20 record.
This young man is going to be hard to beat.
Who's on next show? Mark Gibson go coast to coast, coast to coast. If you got heart, then let it show.
Look, even the competition between Mark and Kevin is world class with the athletes that they be sending. Look, Mark just went bananas this week, right? He just went absolutely bananas. And look, if you've been on this show through any of these guys, you have an open invite for a live interview on the show. You just have to tell me what Sunday you're available. Mark, I know you, so reach out to all three of them and tell them I want to speak to all three of them. They all 10 gorilla athletes. Facts. Everything about that. Each one of them holds all the records of what they do. It's crazy. And Kevs, yours are monsters too. Like yours are again, I'll set them all up. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to them all, but it'll be the first time I talk to somebody that held the world record in track. So like make sure, Kev, there you go, man. Mark, there you go. Make sure y'all doing y'all thing, man. Don't play with me. Don't make me hunt y'all. Like, don't make me hunt y'all. You know we stay in the DMs with each other. So don't make me do it, bro. Like I want to talk to all of them. All of them. Like I just, this was a good week on the athlete side for those. Like everybody across the board is just monsters. Like it's absolute monsters. Absolute monsters. Mark, I don't even know what to say, bro. Like when I saw all their stats, I didn't know what to do with that. I actually debated on 3 segments that were just full segments for each one of them because their stats deserve it. Like their stats are, but Cavs are like that too. They're either McDonald's All-Americans or ridiculous amount of numbers in their stats too. It's interviews, fellas. Lock those people in. The big fella, there you go, right there. All they got to do is pick a Sunday. Every Sunday, whatever Sunday they're available, that's the Sunday they get. Do that. Let's do that. Whatever Sunday they're available, that's their Sunday. There you go. You ain't even got to check in with the staff to see if it's an available weekend. I'll move some stuff around or figure it out. Whatever Sunday that group is available between those two, that's their Sunday. You just got to let me know so we can lock it in and get everything locked in. All right, man. 2 great segments on that one. 2 great segments on that one. All right, let's keep this thing.
Do you see the fucking Rick Pitino thing?
That's crazy.
This is halftime.
Every time you miss a shot, your game deflates. We don't care about your missed shots. Play defense.
Oh.
You guys keep blowing opportunity upon opportunity upon opportunity. You're like children with bad things happening. Instead of digging in and be tougher, you wilt. Where is your toughness? Where have you guys been raised that you're so weak mentally that you just give up when something doesn't go right for you? Don't you know what adversity is all about? That's the game of life, not the game of basketball. You don't get down when things go wrong. You dig in and get tougher. Your whole life's going to be adversity. Learn how to deal with it.
Let's fucking go.
Right?
God damn, that's scripted.
You guys are like children. You're sitting there. You're like,
where were you raised? Meanwhile, he's screaming at dudes that are like 6'4", 240. Just like, where were you raised?
That's what you need. All my coaches in high school and college were like that, and I loved it.
Hey, good on Rick Pitino, man. That's how all my coaches were. Some of y'all, look, some of you guys complain about how coaches talk to your kids. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Just stop it. Some of you guys are like, of course, there's some coaches that are out of their damn mind. Fix that. Like, go say what you got to say. But being a little brutal with your kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want that for mine. I don't want them to break when it's nothing to break about. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes you need that coach that just takes a foot and goes knee deep up in you because he knows or she knows that you're a better athlete than what you're portraying yourself as. And sometimes you're the kind of athlete, look, if a coach came at me soft or tried to be my friend and be emotional, I was too rough. I came from too rough of a background, right? I came from, like, that's just being honest. I came from too rough of I came from a background of being shot and stabbed. So I'm not trying to listen to a weak ass coach that wants to be my friend. He ain't weak. It's just, it looks like weakness to me because I'm young. So I'm not listening to him, but I'm listening to the coach that's like, I'll chuck your ass out if you don't get over there and do this. Like, what is wrong with you? You're better than that. What do you want to go back to the streets? What do you want to do this? You want to be homeless? You want to, like, I want that coach because that coach sees something in me and he understands me. And I know he understands me because he's talking to me like he knows me. Well-rounded. The world can't crush me every day. I don't crumble because someone says they don't like me or they don't like something I did. So what? But these kids today, you could just say, I don't like your color of your cleats, and that might destroy their whole world. That kid might have the worst game ever because you're like, yo, I don't really like your arm sleeve. Now you can't make no shots. It's insane. It's absolute insanity to me. And I mean that. So Rick Pitino, legendary Hall of Fame coach, right there, giving them the business, and I'm here for it. I am absolutely here for it. Let's go with this.
We talked to our team about a month ago. One of them was a walk-on, was a linebacker. They ended up moving to center. Now he's one of the greatest centers ever played. One of them was a quarterback. You know, he gets drafted 5 years later, and now he's one of the greatest tight ends.
What's a common characteristic that all those great players have?
Man, they just have something about them that's inside. They continually want to get better. Because most of these players, they didn't come to college ready-made. Some of them came in with some great talent, but it's what they did every single day, taking those baby steps every day and just doing a little something that's better than the day before. The next thing you know, they wake up and they're an All-American. They're a great player to get ready to get drafted. People lose sight of that, particularly now, young people. They want it to happen yesterday. It doesn't work that way. I mean, it's a process. Go through some things, get some adversity, get some setbacks, and fight through those things, and now you'll see yourself becoming a great player.
And that's in every sport. Sadly, we end up showing more football and basketball clips than other sports because I don't know why they don't film enough in wrestling or track or soccer or softball or baseball or fencing or gymnastics. They just don't. And so you get these moments that tend to normally be, if anything, it's going to be football, basketball. Next will be like soccer, and then so on from there. So that's why the clips tend to be like that. But it applies to every sport. It applies to life. First, you have to be open to change, right? If you come in with a business model, if you come in with an idea for a business model and then it doesn't work, if you're not able to pivot and adjust and then reshuffle the business, you'll fail. That's just the truth. What if you sell a product that used to be hot, now it's not? You got to pivot, and the better you get at pivoting ahead of time, where you see the writing on the wall ahead of time, the better off it will be. That's why I tell every athlete, look, whatever your position is, when you go to college, if you go to a college where they know what they're talking about, they actually know what they're doing, and they say, hey, we think that you might be better at this, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Be open to giving it a shot because you might find that works out better for you. Most of these kids don't face adversity. So once something goes wrong, even for a hot second, they crumble. That's a fact. But you know what's funny? It's not even just kids. I'm watching adults do this. I'm watching grown ass adults crumble because life throws them a bump in the road. You can't do that. If everything goes wrong, you've got to keep your wits about you. You've got to look around and say, okay, like I'm going to hit this wall, but what's the way that I can hit this wall with the least amount of damage so that I'm still able to continue on to like put in some repairs? But most people today, kids, adults, they just run into the wall because they're like, oh my God, there's nothing I can do. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Adversity doesn't have to be everything that destroys you. You know how many people doctors have told you'll never walk again. You'll never have kids. You'll never this, you'll never that. And then next thing you know, that it's not everybody, but that one person doesn't give up and says, I don't believe what you said. I'm going to keep grinding and keep trying. And then the next thing you know, they're walking. They're having a baby. They're doing these things that they were told by these professionals you'll never do. If I'm being honest with you, if you grow up in a trailer park or the projects, or you grow up poor, to be honest with you, you notice we don't see the commercials anymore that says you could be anything that you want to be. When I was growing up, that was a regular on TV all the time. Teachers said it all the time. Ask your kids, when's the last time they heard someone in their school, in their home, on a TV, anything that said, whatever you want to be, you can be. Today, everything just tells you what you can't. And if you're poor, it definitely tells you that you'll never be anything. That you have no prospects. You cannot accomplish anything. But the truth of the matter is that's not the truth. You have to be able to believe in yourself and not listen to the noise and give it a shot. And you know what? What's the worst that can happen? If you do everything and it doesn't work, then you didn't fail anything. They was right. I did everything I could and it just didn't work out. I guess they was right in the beginning, but hey, it was fun trying. That's better than the person that's down there and never gave it a shot. Because the person that never gave it a shot doesn't know if it could have been different. Those two people live a completely different life. The person that shot for it, gave everything they had for it, and then it just didn't work. That person can accept without regret where they are. But the person that doesn't try, that never goes for it, that never attempts it, will never feel like they gave everything. There'll always be the question of, could I have done more? Terrible life to live. I can't say enough about my son, the amount of adversity that kid has had, and still he continues to climb out of these holes and shine like a star. He is. Facts. The kid continues to be optimistic. That's how you got to do it. That's how you got to do it. Sports are a complicated thing, but the only way to do this thing is to go through these little ups and downs and change the way that you do everything, and just be open to change. If you're open to change, it'll do amazing things for you. That's in anything in life. Listen to me. I'll say that again. That's in anything in life. If you're married and you're stuck in your ways, you won't be married forever. You better get stuck in your ways after 30, 40 years. Because if you get married and you stuck in your ways early, you won't be married for long. Because when you get kids, somebody's going to change. You get a little older, somebody's going to change. Maybe health comes into play, somebody's going to change. So if you're not willing to change and pivot and adjust, it can't work. And that's how it is with everything. Jobs, sports, anything. It just is. You've always got to be open to the pivot. If you're open to the pivot, then you can adjust at whatever life throws your way. That's the facts. All right, look, Tulsa football is doing something I think is amazing. This is where the recruiting process is going, and I'm here for it. I told you these recruiting departments are turning their stuff into full-blown businesses. Tulsa football turned their recruiting process into such a big business that they created their own reality show for recruiting, bought a house, and now it's famous as the Tulsa Football House. when it comes to recruiting. They're in talks with Netflix for this to actually be a show because of what they did and how amazing it is. Other schools better step up their game. This is where it's going. This is why I keep telling you guys, that's not for the freshmen that's coming in. This is for the portal guys. You understand? They know they got to step it up on the portal side because money's being thrown around everywhere. So they stepping up their game. So it's world class. You ain't going to the steak restaurant. We cooking steaks. We chopping it up. We doing what we doing. Tulsa football is extremely smart. That's how it goes down.
The University of Tulsa football coaches all moved into a 5-bedroom house with a pool, movie theater, and 7-hole mini golf course last month. Here's why it's a genius move and the future of recruiting. Tulsa's old strategy of getting elite players to play for their team wasn't working. They would host guys on campus, show them around downtown, and go to a nice steak dinner. That's what everyone else did, and that's how it's been done for decades. The only problem is Tulsa can't do better than Oklahoma can, or even San Diego State can. So they decided to do it differently. At the Portal House, as it's now been trademarked, the players were coming to hang out, play college football 26, and eat steaks cooked by the personal chef, Chef Charles. Tulsa's bet was that building a real relationship over a game of NCAA and a backyard fire is how they beat out the bigger schools with deeper pockets. It's low stress and high impact, and it establishes a sense of brotherhood before they even sign a contract. Plus, in the Portal, visits usually only last 24 hours. At the Portal House, there's no time spent traveling or walking around. But the last part is what makes this strategy truly incredible. Earned media. They filmed the whole thing like a reality show, documenting the evaluations, late night strategy sessions, and the commitments. In just 14 days, the campaign generated 20 million views across all platforms. That is roughly 40 times the entire population of Tulsa. Tack that onto the 22 commitments, and that's some pretty good results in the first year of this experiment.
You know what? No, let's not do that. I just started using these, so we just go. Look, that's 10 gorillas, Tulsa. That's 10 gorillas all day. They even went and trademarked the name. I told you, it's business on business on business on business. If you're not handling your business, you are not a participant in this recruiting thing. And I told you, this isn't for the freshmen. You notice that the only thing they said was for guys in the portal, it's 24-hour recruiting. I know this. My son was in the portal, and that's how this thing played out, right? The portal is quick recruiting. Personal chefs, little NCAA, little mini golf. You know what I'm saying? They chopping it up over film, hanging out, 22 commitments. Do you know how hard it is to get 22 commitments out of the portal? 22 commitments is impressive, but they turned it into a business, straight business. Millions of views. You know how many people are waiting to go to... I promise you there's a ton of athletes that are like, yo, I hope Tulsa offers. I'm trying to go to the Portal House. It's genius. Absolute genius. You got to trademark everything, do everything, and be everything. I told y'all, man, this is what it's all about. So moving forward, when it comes to the way you do what you do, be better. When it comes to your recruiting, do better. If you don't understand, look, man, stop playing. Go become a member of Complete College Prospect. Just stop it. Just go do it. It's what's best for you, man. It's like medicine. When your doctor prescribes medicine, you don't want to take it. You don't want to take it, but it's what's best for you. It's not, I'm not talking about all that extra stuff. I'm talking about when you need an antibiotic. Like when it's a known fact you need an antibiotic, not the other nonsense, the frivolous stuff. But when you know you need an antibiotic and they give you an antibiotic and you're like, yo, I hate taking this shot or this medicine or this whatever, that's what CCP is. You might not want to do it because you've had other medication that just wasn't right, but this medication is correct. This medication, this is that steroid pack, right? They get you right. When you can't breathe, this is that pack. That's that Z pack. You don't need 14 days. Take 5 of these. In 5 days, you'll be just fine. That's what Complete College Prospect is. We that Z pack get you right away. Hey, don't forget that Complete College Prospects at the studios now. Here, there's 4 studios available to be leased out for your own shows. You can get you an engineer and everything else if you need it. Everything is on deck, so then your show could be put up, or you could come in and shoot whatever to promote yourself. If you happen to be in the metro area, if you come here for AAU tournament, or what I'm saying, you got 707, you should stop by, shoot you some little videos, or come in for a media day package for the photography and get some graphics and everything else done. They're, locking in prom photos and things. It's a good thing, man. Locking in graphics for guys and girls. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, man. So come down, check it out. All the studios are available. The media day packages are every Saturday is when they do that. You got to book in advance. So I'm gonna definitely promote that. Come down. You can schedule everything can be scheduled online to do what you want to do. Want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. You could go into any of the studios to do your thing. Don't forget about the Chaos Club coming at the end of April. That should be exciting. It's a fun process, seeing the thing. But I will start putting out the kids that have been accepted. I know the contracts are ready for them. And as they get accepted, then they'll come in for shoots to get ready to be shown on the Who's Up Next show as their spots are accepted. Never forget about checking out our partners over at NIL Wire. You know what I'm saying? Hottest news when it comes to NIL deals. This is still up in the air. We're supposed to be locked in with the Till Group. We just waiting. I mean, there's some stuff that's good to go. We're waiting to figure out we're waiting on the contract to come back to lock us in completely. Don't forget about, if you are interested in becoming an ambassador for Complete College Prospect, lock in, man. Go to CCP, CC Prospects 23 over at X, DM them, get yourself in there and do your thing. It works out great because you get a lot of stuff when you're signed as an NIL guy or girl. I told you I wasn't messing around today. I was gonna keep it light, keep it quick. Kev, Mark, I'm not playing. Like, hopefully I should hear from one of y'all today. Like later today with somebody already locked in for one of these interviews, because mad talent today. Kudos on you guys for that. Let me pop that down. Is there anything coming up this month? Oh, don't forget about the webinar. So you can learn about Complete College Prospects as a whole, get a behind the scenes look. I swear, let me go in here and look at this. I think it's the 20. Oh no, that's what you call it. Hold on. Nope, 18th. It's the 18th of April. It's free. You could go over to CC Prospects 23, lock in, just go in, reserve your spot, get a behind the scenes look at everything that is Complete College Prospect, ask questions, get to know the brand, get to know why it's the best thing for your kid if they're going through the recruiting, you as a parent and your kid if you're going through the recruiting process. If it comes to exposure and what exposure really is. Stop listening to these people. You heard the parent that was on a couple weeks ago, where these guys and women are out there selling that they'll just, repost your post a couple times, but it costs you $100, $200, whatever, right? When it comes to your graphics and things like that, like there's just a lot to exposure that should be appropriate. When you go into camps, there's certain camps that you should go to. There's other camps that you shouldn't go to, or you should go to at different times. There's ways to go to camps no matter what your sport is. There's ways to speak to coaches no matter what your sport is. There's things you got to do at different levels when it comes to even being able to talk to coaches, little steps to get done so that you're good to go. That's what you need someone for. So don't forget about that. Do not forget about that. Complete College Prospects has that. Don't forget that we will, I think in the next couple months after talking with the NCAA, now that that's all done, in the next couple months, we will have the active accredited NIL management certifications. Just working everything out with the NCAA and making sure everything is all the rules and regulations and what needs to be done and how the course needs to be so that it's like a college course. There's a few colleges that offer it, but they don't offer it in the vein of becoming an NIL agent. They offer it for their athletes so that their athletes can understand what NIL is. So it's not like a 3 credit, it's a 1 credit. At a couple of universities, not all schools even offer it at all. But you will be accredited, and the way that ours will be set up, the NCAA won't fight you on it. That will be offered on Complete College Prospects website as well. That's why I told you it's the only option. It's the only real option. You know what I'm saying? If for all the things that you might want to get done, it's the only real option. But if you become a member and you want to represent yourself for $100, it's lifetime. And then you just go into the NIL, Next Edge NIL simulators, and you'll learn. It gives you all kinds of scenarios, walks you through learning what NIL is, how to represent yourself, all kinds of stuff. You do all that on your own too. So again, April 18th, lock in, jump on, come check out Complete College Prospects, get a tour around. The big fella's going to host it, so you'll get firsthand everything you need to know. Look, again, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all always being with me on these Sunday mornings. It's just the way that we get down and the rapport that we have. I just want to get the information out today and really fill you guys with the things that were sent with me and to see who those things needed to sit with, who needed those messages. And that's why I said the show was going to be what it was today, because I felt like it needed to be condensed into this thick ether of just information. And so I kept it like that today and didn't take it too much out of that. That's why we didn't put up Hit World or anything like that. But when we come back next week, we're going to get back to a little of this, a little bit of that. And just it's Easter weekend, so why not? You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people are going to be at Mass and things like that, but we're going to do some things. We're going to do some things. We're going to do some things to make it fun. I'm thinking about doing a scavenger hunt here in the city, right? For the listeners here. And then just talking to a couple of companies and making it where you got to figure out where one company is to get the thing for another company, and then to get the thing for another company, and then they get you to this gift for the person that finds the treasure hunt first. Hit your boy up. Who's Up Next 23? If you're here in the Valley and you're interested in joining in, and we'll do that on from Saturday to Sunday to see leading up to the show and see who finds the treasure. But I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to bop out a treasure hunt and have some fun for Easter. All right, man. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me on the show. You know I love the Army. There's nowhere else I would ever want to be than here, giving you what you need to make the right decisions, to change your life, change your stars, as it was in one of my favorite movies, A Knight's Tale. Anybody can do it. It's just up to you. Our stars that we're born with aren't the stars that we have to accept. We can always change them, but you can only change them if you put in the effort. All right, man. I'm the big fella. I believe in you guys. I love you. And I'll see y'all next weekend. I'm out.
Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed the show.